Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Andrew Can and together we can game. In the last episode of Can Play Bioshock, we made our way to Neptune's Bounty. In this episode, we're going to continue moving forward at Fontaine's Fisheries. I'm pretty excited for what is to come ahead. Now, in the last episode, we remembered about the reward we got from Tenenbaum for helping save Little Sisters. We can see that reward there at the Gatherer's Garden. If I remember correctly, yes. Oh, that is not what we want to deal with. So we can use telekinesis, and we can actually use this to our betterment. Now remember to not... I need to keep F1 here. I want to hack this, and it does come in handy. Whew. I could have handled that just slightly a little bit better there. But, okay, with this, we can hack, and we can move forward with the plan I have. I do actually have a plan here. And you're going to have to trust me on this. If it doesn't make sense, it should all come to play a little bit later. Now, it is good to know that we're going to need another one of these this far in advance. Because if we know this, we know how to handle and solve this puzzle. Now, there we go. With that, press any key to continue. I didn't want to do too much damage to that because I knew we'd be using it for our own betterment. Now, there should be an ability for us to see. Now, I do want to switch. So let's switch. I do have plans. Another option if you want. Ooh. Go ahead and grab that. Another option if you wanted to take out the turret is this. You can also see the gene bank, which is useful. You know what I think I'll do? I know there are some splicers down there. Why don't we go ahead and grab our gift? We see 200 Atom, Hypnotize Big Daddy, and 12 armor-piercing pistol rounds. Congratulations, you have found your first reward from Tenenbaum for saving Little Sisters. So, Hypnotize Big Daddy. Need a bodyguard in a pinch? Our new Hypnotized Plasmid will fool a Big Daddy into protecting you as if you were its own little sister. Very useful if you are in a crowded area and you notice a Big Daddy, though it does have some drawbacks which I'll mention later. So, with this, cause the Big Daddy to protect you. I'm just going to store in the gene bank as we saw on the other side. There is one, so if we ever want to swap it out, we can. And we have our armor-piercing rounds, 320 atoms, so there's that kind of benefit in doing that. Why don't we go ahead and purchase some gene upgrades? The first thing I'm going to do is purchase this plasmid slot. Achievement. Ooh. New plasmid slot. Use your newly purchased slot to equip something you previously had to keep in storage. So, very useful. Immediately, why I didn't use that to put the Hypnotized Big Daddy, we can just do it here.
Cry out for Big Daddy's help. Make him think you're a little sister. Watch as he fights to protect you.
Evolve today. Very useful, especially if you ever find yourself in a pinch in this game. Very good thing to use. Now, I could just get another plasmid slot, which would give me more incredible powers and things like that, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll go for the health and an Eve. So my maximum health has been increased, so I can take more hits, and Eve, so I can use more plasmids. Now, I still have some left. I have 60, actually, so I can use Winter Blast, Target Dummy, Enrage. All of these have their own little thing. I recommend playing for how you want. I think I'm going to do Extra Nutrition, and even though I can't use it just yet, I'm going to store it in my bank. I'm going to use Sonic Boom. So we actually have some good uses. I think I'm going to replace Hypnotize Big Daddy with Sonic Boom.
Knock foes back with hurricane force. Laugh as they bounce off the wall.
So that's just a really easy way to kind of handle that. And that kind of fits better with how I like to play. Sonic Bloom, as it says, lets you knock foes back with incredible force. Not particularly, no, if I'm honest. But let's show you, the viewers at home, kind of what it does. Dollars are mine. As you can see, though, it did take a decent sized chunk of our plasmid slot there. So speaking of, a Eve Hypo would be great. Not plasmid slot, but it did use a lot more than I'd like to admit. So there's some cigarettes. We can search this corpse. I believe we did so. Pistol is useful. I'll switch back to this. Nothing. Oh, no. Pistol rounds.
Come on then. Fight me properly.
Fight you properly, huh? in theory, wherever you are, you may have sent me blood, but I've taken you out. $4 is mine. I need to replenish that. Always try to look around, up, down, and around. Pistol rounds I have. I didn't mean to make that pun with the rounds, but something to consider. You can see a conveyor belt. And here we see something gruesome. Now, I believe this is the first time we can actually hack a keypad. If you don't want to hack this, there is the ability to buy it out, but I recommend not doing that because you will find this code later in the level. For what I kind of plan on doing, though, I would say it's not worth it for me, but you might find different use case for it. However you find yourself playing can really kind of change how you do things. So if you find use for it, great. For me personally, that's not going to be what I'm focusing on. So it's a little convoluted of a path, but it still works. And we can gain access to this earlier. We get access to this stuff. So I like the little Bible. I like the religious artifacts near it. First aid kit, always useful. I'll pick up any machine gun rounds it'll let me. I'll search the crate. There's his corpse. And we have the new final of the shotgun ammo types, which is the exploding buck. We also see 3 armor-piercing pistol rounds. Gonna go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and grab this diary and let's hear it.
Mr. Ryan asked me personally to make this clear to you. You give us Fontaine and this whole filthy ring of his, and you'll be knocking back pints up at the Fighting McDonough's. But if you prefer to play the mute, we'll treat you like a mute. Give him a taste, Patrick. What's that? Change of heart, Timmy? Timmy! Ready to talk now?
Go on, Sullivan. Go on, take whatever Ryan thinks he can do to me, Fontaine can do double!
So Timmy, as we saw down there, didn't make it through his torture and interrogation. Whatever Ryan thinks he can do to me, Fontaine can do double. Which to a man like Andrew Ryan is probably not what he wants to hear. Oh. Bought us a little more time. Gonna keep buying us time as I look for the right piece. If the right piece ever exists. Oh, just in the nick of time. Okay. But yes, it kind of shows a little bit of the discrepancy here between the two factions, right? Like, Ryan is all about that control, but what do you do when you can't control the people? Oh, I've made a mistake. Well, that's my bad. Alright, increased speed. Short-circuited. Fair. Press any tool to continue. Now, what can we hear? A Big Daddy. So with that, why don't we go ahead and purchase some first aid kits, a bag which will give me a small amount of health. I'm not against doing that. Mr. B. Now another option I could have done is hypnotize this Big Daddy, but there is a reason I'm not. Okay. Now, with that, because... Alright, if that thing wants to help me, I'd love it. Oh, really? Whiskey, that's what I'm throwing. Nothing more dangerous, just a little bit of whiskey. Okay, so with that, I gotta be careful not to hit that. I think it should, or not. Where's my little turret? I didn't spend all that time getting him for it to do nothing. Okay, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Slow down. Oh, slow down. Okay, Andrew. Okay, okay. Hit number 4, then hit B. Let's show off the explosive buck. This is why I bought first aid kits. As you can see, it does a decent amount of damage right off the bat, and it has this fun thing where it sets them on fire, which did damage there. Whew. Mr. Bubbles can't help you now.
No! 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 No!
All right. Gathered another little sister.
You saved me.
I did what I thought was right. Though that one was a more difficult fight, and I did burn through. Oh. Did he take it out immediately? Oh, I thought that was there. Never mind. The whole reason I should have harvested her. Okay, the whole reason I thought to save her was because I thought that this thing made a mistake and just wasn't latching on. But apparently he took it out without issue. I probably should have harvested her. Let you know you'd learn. It's what I get for being the good guy, I guess. We can see the Big Daddy. If we look over here, though, we can see other stuff, too. So, there seems to be a turret. Taking what I can of that. Alright, well. I did take a good amount of damage there. And we do have this hack. So, I'm going to take 2 more. Because we did get some. Just so I have a net positive. And let's go to Fontaine Fisheries. And thankfully there is 2 first aid kits. So, again, replenishing almost what we lost. Halfway. So I'm okay.
And one day the gentleman stopped calling.
Look for the rose petals. Again, anytime I hack these, it's just so if a splicer tries to grab it, it doesn't get the positive effects of it. I want that splicer to feel bad, not happy that it was able to outsmart me. Even though it probably didn't. Usually I overthink. Achievement unlocked. Skilled hacker. Getting some achievements this episode. Can't be upset by that at all. Ooh, buck. First aid. I guess I need to start using my shotgun a little more. Well, at least on the normal bucks. Vita chamber, so if I do pass, that's where it'll send us. That conveyor belt we see again. Fontaine Fisheries. We can knock, and I think it's time.
Atlas radioed on ahead. Says you were looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if your heads up to the Wharf Master's office and find old Peach on research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. Well, what was that? My friend, you are fucked.
Alright, so here we are. You can see a new type of lead splicer. No, we can't. Because...
You almost died. I'm sending something first to watch your back.
You almost died there. He's sending something first. So... Oh, I do believe that you bleed.
That one's too tough for you. Look on the conveyor belt. You'll find something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera, and then snapshots of those that crawls on the ceiling. Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Peach giving us a lot of help, actually. So that payoff with the roses finally came through.
Ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
You never mind all that. We've got work to do. I do appreciate the help, and I do like how you can see some of this. So if you are very thoughtful in your execution of your plasmids, you can grab that stuff. Of course, we have a healing station. you may see why I bought some of those first aid kits. So with that, we have a new grenade launcher, which we will be putting to use, of course. And we've gotten more ways to which we can use our weapons and a new objective. Always nice. So with this, we will do this. Okay. I don't want to die from just a normal splicer. And there we go. We'll have more buck, more of all these ammo types. I do need to start maybe diversifying how I'm using it. I do think I may find myself getting a little too familiar with some weapon types. But you know, that's just kind of how everyone plays differently. That's one of the beauty of games like this. Electrobuck 2. Here we are.
Seems like old Peach knows where to find a research camera. He seems a decent enough sort. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done his errands to stick a shiv in your belly.
Interesting. And now the upper wharf is open. And that's going to be it for this episode. That's going to be for today. Let me know, what are your thoughts on Peach? What were your thoughts on that more difficult splicer? I'm curious to what you have to say. Of course, we are not done yet. These splicers are not going to let us heal twice. Probably should have only healed once. But let me know what your thoughts are on that Big Daddy. Your thoughts on Peach, that female splicer that we just met right now. I'm curious to what you have to say. That's going to be it for this episode. That's going to be for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. Man, they're just not going to let me end the episode, are they? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.